أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. We are approaching the grandest nights of the year, the most important nights of the Islamic calendar, the night of the year which is greater than 1,000 months, Laylatul Qadr. This Laylatul Qadr is a unique opportunity to return back towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A night where we can change our destiny and change the way we are with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. On this grand night, the ulama have recommended us two du'as from Sahifa al-Sajjadiyya that we often recite. Du'a at-Tawbah and Du'a Makaarim Akhlaq. Du'a number 31 and 20 respectively. Today I just wanted to give you an excerpt of both of these du'as that I think it's important for us not to just recite off the tip of our tongues, but recite sincerely this time, so that this Laylatul Qadr can be different, it can be transformative inshaAllah. Starting with Du'a at-Tawbah, Du'a number 31, the Imam, in this beautiful du'a, he recites a beautiful passage where he says, Allahumma, ayyuma abdin taba ilayk. Oh Allah, whenever there is a servant who does tawbah towards you, وهو في علم الغيب عندك فاسخ لتوبته. But in your knowledge of the unseen, Ya Allah, he's going to break his repentance. وَقَائِدٌ فِي ذَنْبِهِ وَخَطِيئَتِهِ. And he's going to return to his sin and his offenses. فَإِنِّي أَعُوذُ بِكَ أَنْ أَكُونَ كَذَلِكَ. I seek refuge in you, Ya Allah, from being like that servant. How many times in our lives have we done tawbah for a sin, asked forgiveness for a sin that we've done to Allah, but we go and do the same sin again and again? We ask for tawbah, but then we still return to that sin. This isn't a sincere tawbah, this is a fake tawbah. In fact, this is like mockery. We're saying, Ya Allah, sorry, but we're doing the same thing again and again and again. The Imam, here he's teaching us to recite to Allah, Ya Allah, let me do a sincere tawbah, which I'm not going to break. A tawbah which will keep me away from the sin. And then the Imam carries on, فَاجْعَلْ تَوْبَتِي هَذِهِ تَوْبَةً مَقْبُولَةً لَا أَحْتَاجُ بَعْدَهَا إِلَى tawbah. Oh Allah, make this tawbah of mine a tawbah which is accepted, after which I do not need a tawbah for the same sin again. تَوْبَةً مُوجِبَةً لِمَحْوِ مَا سَلَفَ. A tawbah which makes it kind of necessary for my previous sins to be wiped out. وَالسَّلَامَةَ فِي مَا بَقِي. And gives me safety in what remains of my life, so that I don't perform the sin again. Recite these words with sincerity and say to Allah, Ya Allah, there's this one vice in my life. Make this tawbah of mine different. And ask Allah to help you in that matter. And you will see how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will transform you on this night of Qadr. Then we move towards Du'a Makaarim al-Akhlaq. And the Imam starts this du'a so beautifully and so interestingly. The Imam, he starts by saying, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali. وَبَلِّغْ بِإِيمَانِي أَكْمَلَ الْإِيمَانِ. Oh Allah, make my iman the best of iman. وَاجْعَلْ يَقِينِي أَفْضَلَ الْيَقِينِ. Make my certainty the best of certainty. وَانْتَهِ بِنِيَّتِي إِلَى أَحْسَنِ النِّيَّاتِ. And make my niyyah the most best niyyahs, the most purest niyyahs. وَبِعَمَلِي إِلَى أَحْسَنِ الْأَعْمَالِ. And make my actions, my deeds, the best of a'mal. Ayatollah Nasir Maqarim Shirazi, he comments on these lines and he says, often when we ask Allah to be, sincere believers, to increase in our status, we're kind of half-hearted about it. In the sense that our goal is just to be an average good Muslim. It's interesting, when we want to do well in our careers, or when we want to do well in a sport, for example, we always want to be the best. I want to be the best bodybuilder, the best football player, the best at my job, the best at this. But when it comes to Iman, all of a sudden it's like, oh, Ya Allah, let me just scrape into paradise. No. The Imam is teaching us through this beautiful Du'a Makaarim al-Akhlaq. Don't just ask Allah to be, to have good akhlaq and good Iman and good yaqeen. No. Ask Allah, Ya Allah, give me the best Iman, the best yaqeen, the most sincere niyyah. And let my a'mal be the best a'mal. Let me be the best of believers. The Imam is teaching us, when you want to be a better believer, don't just ask Allah, Ya Allah, let me be a tiny bit better. Say, Ya Allah, let me become the best. Let me strive for excellence in my Iman. Imagine if you had a community of people speaking like this, acting like this, performing like this, competing like this to be the best of Iman, the best Muslims. Imagine how much we'd be thriving as a community. So in this Laylatul Qadr, after asking for tawbah from Allah, start this Du'a Makaarim al-Akhlaq and say, Ya Allah, you know what? My goal is no longer going to be just average or small. Ya Allah, no. From today, this special night of Qadr onwards, I want to be the best mu'min. And I'm going to strive to be the best mu'min. When you have this goal in mind, the Laylatul Qadr, you will see your next year and your next entire life will be completely different. And that's what Laylatul Qadr is for. To transform the rest of your 1,000 months of your life. To transform the rest of your life so that after this night, your life is different and much better than it was before. And remember us in your du'as in that holy night. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين.